Smileys. Look. Everything was prepared. Everything was set up. And then my dog was like, I'm gonna help. And then everything was a mess. So let's see who's there. Hello, Ramos Krill, Ants with Sam, Jack of all trade, Mopke, Koa, Ants with Lucas, Atu, Masasan, European Antkeeper, Folk, Clover, Snake, Sweaty Greek against the wall. Yeah, I have my air conditioning unit off at the moment. But if the temperature goes up, I have to switch it on. Hello, Adamants. So there might be some noise in the background, but so be it. Not much I can do about it. Well, it is kind of close, so it's going to be annoying. Hello, Tucker. Hello, RRE Antkeeper. Lol. My messer just annihilated a cricket. Okay. Hello, Soil Gecko. One of the colonies that you will see today is from Stefan or Soil Gecko. The Carabera is doing really well. Mine. So, let's start with one of the most important things these days. Guys, please help me out. We have to check if everything has water. Well, they expanded to the new nest, so yeah. Very happy with that. Not as annoying as my stupid cat who replaced my Lundy setup. Oh. That's not good. My Care Bear have a bottomless stomach. Yep. The Carabera told me that they want to visit me. Okay. Is there a way to check if the humidity in the nest is good enough, especially at hotter temperatures? Well, this one is actually hard to tell, but because I am testing another gypsum. As you can see, the gypsum is different in color. Let me grab a brick of gypsum and I can show you. So, gypsum insert. As you can see, very white. If you make it wet, it turns gray. So, white, dry, gray, perfect, shimmering, too wet. So, is there a percentage or anything that you can check? No, not really. Just look at the color of your gypsum. White, dry, gray good, shimmering, too wet. Simple as that. Same with white tongue. So, doesn't matter what brand, it's the same for everyone. Not good if you want a lot of Lundies in your bedroom. Yeah, that's nice. Where is the queen? Hiding. I don't see her at the moment. But as you can see, there is a lot of brood. So I don't know in which chamber she is. Oh, we got a mosquito here. Crap, it's gone. Why do you change the gypsum type? I'm just trying something fancy. And the best testers are Care Bear divers. So, shall we make some drills? Because they are very busy today. All ants should be drinking a lot of water at the moment. There's never too much water. Do you drink more water now in the summer? That's a simple answer. Gotta get those last ones off. Okay. Let's get them some juice. Whoa, what is happening? Check this out. Holy smokes. We can say that they are very much alive. Wait a second, that's the queen. Why is the queen outside of the nest? Well, yes, to see the queen, that's the queen. She was probably startled because I took the lid off. I haven't seen her outside of the nest for a long, long time. Hey, Ebola, you didn't miss any refills yet. So, what is better, pure honey or mixed with water? Mixed with water, always. It's very easy to get constipated by pure honey. And they can actually die from it. Yes, I know, a lot of people. I feed it every day. Please dilute it with water. Please. Hello, Killing Days. What's up? Let's see if we can get the trails going. So, we have 4 new colonies. And one of them is from soil gecko. Hello, Sunny. I can finally watch your streams because my exams are over. Nice. Damn, that's a lot of workers. Did they explode already? They are really going for it. They found the first pheromones, guys. The trails are on the way. Oh, damn, look at that. Winter is coming. You know nothing, Jon Snow. What an epic species. I had to do some really... Hello! What do you use to prevent ants from escaping? Do you buy it or make it yourself? What I use is actually talcum powder mixed with alcohol. But as far as I know, you can't buy it anymore like this. But yeah, so I do mixy mixy. So this is talcum powder with alcohol. Campa Nico! Nico is back. Good to see you, dude. Guess where the Laterales moved to in this heat? Well, I hope it's not heaven. Focus back on the trails. There we go. Waiting for nuptials. Me too. I want to get some flavas. That's the only thing I'm going for this year. Flavas, flavas, flavas. It's nice to see that the ants are very, very active again. So if they keep running this much, I might give them extra dubia later on. And grow a colony at work. Cool. The wooden piece, of course. Of course. Make sure to let it... wait, did I miss something? What did I miss? I saw something about gypsum, right? Oh, it's about the alcohol. Talk about it. Yes, there's two things. Watch out with corners of acrylic because the alcohol can crack your acrylic, and let it evaporate before you put the lid back on, else the vapors are bad for your ants. But that's the same with other barriers. I asked about what plastic you use. White one. It's a secret. Where can you find flavas in the grass? Normally you don't see flavas until you see the small mounds in the grass. Which areas? Ooh, good question. I don't know. I have them in my backyard, so I'm just waiting for the mounds to grow, and then yeah. I just caught my first last year's Niger Queen today. Cool. Congratulations, folk. Ooh. Temperature is rising in here, so I might need to turn on the air conditioning unit a little bit later. The plaster I use started to go moldy, so I stopped using it in the outworld. That's what I mean. Ah, okay. Moldy? Plaster should not get moldy. Then you have some time of bioactive? I don't know. So, no nuptial flights of flavas. The flavas is normally July. You have flavas in? Yes, my backyard. I want Camaradas vagus and Formica rufa. Okay. Okay. I need to drink something. It's hot. Okay. Well, but where can I find them? Good question. Ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses out. Let's start with Lasius Niger. And I guess after that we'll do the first new colony. Is that okay with you guys? Did I miss the view inside of the nest with the Diversa? Yeah, we did that at the beginning. And since the queen ran out, I'm not going to open it up again. So, Lasius Niger. This is my daughter's setup. She captured the queen herself last September. And they are doing epic. I think the person that asked me about the diverse has blocked me since I cannot see that message. I didn't know that you can block a certain person inside a YouTube chat, but I found it weird hearing you read chat. Huh? I'll tell you what you're on about. Okay, next check. Do they have water? Yes. Do they have food? No. Let's fix that. So, fun fact. Last Wednesday, Soil Gecko was here to help me feed the ants. We didn't we fed the ants, we talked about ants, we had some discussions about setup. It was really nice. So Stefan, thank you again. Other top chat, just select the top chat. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the top chat thing or something. Yeah. I wouldn't say that, but yeah, Ebola is moderator, so that's probably why you saw him. Okay. Yeah. Should we start with your colony, Stefan? Okay, people, it's story time. So, I ordered 4 colonies from the ant merchant. And then Stefan said, well, I wanted to order something else as well. Can we put it on the same order and then I'll pick it up at your place because it's easier with shipping. So, sure, why not? And then everything went sideways because the ant merchant was doing great. The ant merchant shipped the package on Tuesday. And then PostNL started making a mess. And this meant that in the end, the ants were in shipping during a heat wave for 9 days. I kid you not. 9 days of shipping in this weather. So, out of the 5 colonies, and it's a few queens and it's a few small colonies, but so let's say 5 queens. How many queens did you think died in 9 days of shipping during the heat wave? Well, at least we know that this colony survived. And I said that I would never have them again. No for Messer Coccarelli. So this colony is going to be for soil gecko. As you can see, queen, larvae, but there's also some eggs in the other tube and 2 workers. Oh, the Manica challenge. Yeah. More ants that I need to show you guys. Good one. I mean, to be fair, no fermenter can handle heat. True. But I still didn't expect it to go this well. Because of the 9 days of shipping, the tube was completely dry. So I gave them a new tube, but and then they move, and then they don't. Typical Nova Messer. So let's get some food ready for them. And they are getting the juice. Lucifer, my Monica Rubida just had her for a worker. That's cool. That's cool. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So I saw a lot of different answers. So for now, we are 1 out of 5 is alive. So that's good. Why didn't you want cockerelli anymore? Well, to be honest, fast growing, good escape artist, and I don't know. They just didn't. Yeah, no. Not my species. So, I got some food. You can still hear Oliver say it, yeah. Okay, so that was one of the secrets. Well, one of the secrets. One of the new colonies. So this colony is from Soil Gecko, and the next time when he comes over, he's gonna pick them up. So, first we're gonna grab another colony, a normal one. Let's go for the Vagus. Campanodus vagus. The last time they sat very still because they don't like the heat very much. By the looks of that, nothing's changed. It's not Coke. It's the juice. Coke can get you banned over here, dude. Weed is fine. So, the vagus. As you can see, the vagus are very hot and they don't respond a lot. With our Queen Beastly. Cool. Let's give them something to eat. And they're on the lid, so I'm going to fix the food first. Because I need to replace that lid, but that is one of the prototype Outworlds. So I have to make a custom lid for it. Nope, it's Coke. What's this? You're choosing his side now over me? What's this? Get back in there. Little bugger tried to run out. Again, they have water. So we're good. Nice. Still one of my favorite species. Not the active, not the fastest growing. Very fast running and beautiful color. I seriously don't know what is up with the Diversa. So many workers out there. Holy smokes. Okay, I see a colony that made a mess. So, it's the heat drawing them out. It might be, yeah. Well, it's 27 degrees in here, so it's not that bad. So, Stefan showed me something really epic, and let's see if we can do that again. This is our harps, and the harps are doing really well. Something I did see just now is that they are that they emptied the jaw drinker. We are working on something. Ebola, we made a version 2.0. I made it together with Soil Gecko, with Stefan. I'll show you later. It's not done. I need to refine it, but it's gonna be epic. Do you ever feed your ants mealworms? No. An important thing about mealworms is to know that they have a high fat content, but not a high protein content. So it's not the best food for them. Because they don't need fat, they need protein. I'll show you there, Ebola. Okay. So we are making a raised platform for the feeders, so that they cannot drain it that easily. And something very cool that Stefan has showed me, Soil Gecko, is that these actually hunt a lot of small red runners. So he gave me a bunch of small red runners. They're alive. So I'm gonna drop a bunch in there. I'm gonna put them back in the cabinet, and I'll show you a little bit later how many they caught. So first off, let's drop a couple in there. I'm not tapping them in because I only want live ones in there. So, as you can see, just a few bits of red runner in there. That's it. Not more. Now, I'm going to put them, film the corridor. Should I put the diversa on the side and leave them in the background? It's up to you guys. Oh yeah, the first one is already dragged in. Okay, let's just wait for a bit. But they actually dug their way in already. Normally they hide the entrance. If we're watching this anyway, I'm gonna water the outworld a little bit. There are still a ton of other insects living inside the outworld, which is really cool to see. I never feed them a frikandel, no. It's processed meat. I would never give processed meat to my ants. There we go. Hunting for the next one. You can see that its tail starts wiggling. That's his hunting mode. Another one coming out. Oh, they're all coming out. Yeah, they grabbed one in the bottom there. Is there an advantage for water and mist? Well, water is more local, so you make like a little bit of a swamp, but it doesn't condense up your whole room or your whole outworld. Damn, harps are epic. I ordered hives, but they arrived semi-dead. That sucks. Gert, I saw that Ansic Mania is gonna ship them out starting tomorrow again. So I think you got them from Ansic Mania. Had a setup and everything. Video idea. I haven't seen them a lot this year. It's so annoying that they fogged up the whole window. Why is there a springtail running on the outside? Okay. I am going to put them back on the shelf. Oh, action. Lol. Just saying, I'm going to put them back on the shelf and we can get them back a little bit later. Nice. But, yeah, then action. Rammerspril, the brood normally likes heat waves. It's more that the ants themselves don't get enough water. Brood is fine with extra temperature. Okay, I'm gonna put this colony back, and later on we'll check how many red rudders they actually caught. White dot things. It's sand. Yeah, it is. They make a mess everywhere. Okay, let's do a flex starter real fast. Not sure if I have to feed them all because we already did a lot on Wednesday, so we just need to check them out. Okay, seeds. Messer Barbarous. They got water. They got seeds. Nice. Next. That's always fun. Okay, next one. Another Messer Barbarous. She has brood. It's not looking too great. The heat was 34. Should be fine. Mark, should be fine. Next. A split off of the Tetramorium by Carinatum. Looking really healthy. Okay. We need to make some food for them. I refuse to call it Coke. I'm just going to keep calling it the juice. So, is the juice homemade? The juice is made by Soil Gecko, and this time it's a mixture of several different sugars. And I got a request, but I haven't done it yet. But the ingredients will be in the Discord somewhere soon. I didn't take the time yet to make a channel, but yeah, the recipe is going to be on the Discord. What do we have here? That's cool. That's a lot of workers in a week. Okay, the other tube in the background is a bit dirty, so I'm gonna take that one off. Hey Sadie, did I miss any of the secrets? You missed Soil Gecko's colony that arrived. So that's Novomesser cockerelli. But you can still join the question. Answer is partly done already. I got 5 colonies, well, 5 queens that were in shipping for 9 days during a heat wave. How many queens survived? At least one, because we already saw one. And that was the Novomesser cockerelli with 2 workers and a bit of brood. TJ, happy to enclose my recent problem. Not the setup filter. I did not bolt down an H-spline and they were pushing it up. Nice. Okay, let's make these girls, something to eat. So this is Camponotus nicobarensis. What else was in it? Well, we're gonna see step by step. If there was a honeypot, no, there was no honeypot. Nope. No honeypot. Nice. So this is actually becoming a small colony. That's good. That is good. Nicobarensis with a couple of workers. No food. 1 tube now. Perfect. Shall we grab one of the new colonies then? Should I just grab the most epic one? So, the most epic one I'm getting right now, it was a bigger colony, but sadly, because of the shipping, about half of the workers died. But the queen is fine. There's still a lot of work, still enough workers, and there's brood. So, I'll slide them in gently. And let's do guess the species. They made quite a mess. There's one worker in the background. Somebody know from the worker? Slide a little bit more. AdSense! Smurfs! Weaver ants! Yes! We have a colony of green weavers, guys. Ucuphilia schmagradina. And yes, this was also the thumbnail. So, sadly, a lot of workers were lost during the heat wave and the shipping, but the queen and brood survive. So, yes, very happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was the most important colony in the box, because I want to design a weaver setup. Well, you kind of need weavers for that, and we all know what happened to my last ones. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm really working on it. I might even show you a little bit of the new setup in a bit. They are quite aggressive. They are active and they are aggressive. Sticky feet ants, yeah. They haven't noticed the new smiley yet. Oh, there's one over there. You can still see the body parts of other workers, and I already cleaned out a lot. So that's a bit sad. They did completely clean out the nest themselves, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, it should have been a bigger colony. Stein sent me the biggest colony that he had, and yeah. What color is the queen? She's green. Yeah, she's real. It's a real green weaver. And that's the fun thing, that only the queen is green. Saying quite aggressive is an understatement. True. So in the new setup, I need to have a lot of space to do maintenance. Okay, should I show a little bit of the new enclosure? Yeah, they will recover. There's a lot of brood. Okay, I'll grab the setup. At least I'll grab 1, 2, 3. I'll grab 4 sides of the setup. So 2 sides are still a surprise. Okay, it's so big that I have to make some space. I'll show you how big. It's gonna be this big. So you can see this setup can fit completely in there. So it's going to be a new setup type. So it's no longer a 3D printed bottom, because my printer doesn't print that big. So yeah, it's acrylic. There's printed pieces, a lot of supports, and yeah, there are different pieces with hooks, with plateaus, shelves with hooks, And you got other types of hooks and other types of shelves where you can actually put feeders on. But then what's going to be on this side? Ooh, this side is special. That's why it's not done. This side is going to be something else. It should be finished next week. What's the size of this? At the moment, this is 30 by 30 by 36. The thing is, I can make outworlds 30 by 30 by 60. Which direction the 60 goes, if it's in length or in height, doesn't matter. But the biggest acrylic I can cut is 30 by 60. So one side can be 60. So I made this one, this size. I made it because it fits my cabinet. That's why this size. I am going to make 60 by 31 for the leaf cutters, of course. But that's a project for later. A thing is that I still need to work out is shipping. Because yes, it will be shipped in sheets. But still, if you get a sheet 60 by 30, the shipping is expensive. So I need to figure out how I'm going to make that work. But yeah, in the end, that is going to be one of the possibilities. I always get the question, when are you going to release it? When I'm happy, when I tested it, when I can put all kinds of different ants in there without them escaping, then I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to sell something that I haven't tested yet. So, yep, you got to wait a while. Sorry. So, let's put them back on the shelf. I'm going to leave them in there for a second, just so I can show you a little bit later on where they're going to be. Wow. Can you consider platform changes, one that can hold your drinkers? Yes, there are going to be different kinds of plateaus, hooks, and everything. This is all just prototyping. They are actually sticking brood to the stone. Or shelf, I'm not sure the right term. Same for me. Platform, yeah. I need to check it. I'm gonna make different things for that, because as we said before, they are very aggressive, and you need to be sure that you're able to work in that outworld. So we're gonna need a big opening on top and everything. So will you make the nest size 30-30? No. The biggest nest size is going to be the same as it is now, because I cannot print bigger. Maybe at some point in the future, when I can buy a printer that I can actually make those sizes and I am comfortable with using that printer, maybe then. But for now, the XL nest is going to be the biggest nest. By the way, this one did not have a normal H connector, but later on, the setups will have an H connector as well. But I'll show you that later. It's going to be, you can choose H connector, no connector, or tube for 25 millimeters for the leaf cutters. So that means that we now have 2 out of the 5 queens alive. Okay, let's grab the next flex starter. The flex starter tower, and see what's happening in there. Do you have trapjaw ants or a small colony? I don't have a trapjaw colony. Nope. I had them, but at the moment I don't have one. It's currently also not on the wish list. Of course. Chromatogaster scutularis. Give me an offer and the colony is yours. Queen, workers, and brood. Little buggers. And I'm not kidding. If you want this colony, send me a DM on Discord, and we can work something out. Scutularis, single queen, workers, flex starter. Yes, Sadie. I'll even ship it to you if you want them. I got this as a gift, but I already have a bigger colony that I'm that I'm not enjoying. So why do you want to sell them? Because I call the other colony the Tiny Devils. Because they're tiny devils. That's it. Now, but this is my second colony, and they can be quite annoying, breaking barriers, making a mess. But I'll show the others, the other colony in a bit. What is that bothers you the most? The mess that they make. Oh. Okay. So, guys, that's the end of the fashion koi. Sadly. To be honest, I saw it coming. How long did we have her? How many times did she eat all our food? Stefan even gave her a little bit of the juice. Yeah. Okay. Well, say bye-bye. Atu, you there? Look what Atu gave me. What happened to the queen who was on her back last week? The queen that was on her back last week. Which one was on her back last week? I had so many deaths the last few weeks. I lost. But Atu gave me this colony, Tetramorium Gaispitum, I think. And it's just a mess. Last week it was the honeypot. Yeah, the honeypot is gone. But luckily we have Ninitsuru to save the day. I am going to buy one of her colonies. Yeah. No, that didn't work out. She died. So this colony, I want to sell. They're impossible to feed. And I don't want to put them in a setup yet, because if I want to sell them, it's not handy to have them in a setup. So, yeah. No movie night. So, what's this? This is new. This is a new queen, but this is not a queen from the shipment, because this is a queen that Soil Gecko brought to me, that I bought, that he brought to me. And yes, I'm entering the Manica Rubida challenge again. Sorry for the bad lighting. Ooh, where are you? Right there. Come on, focus. Focus. So she has eggs. Damn, it's not really... The cotton is a little bit in the way. I'm gonna give her a new tube later on. Manica is so hard to start off. Well, we're gonna see. I did it before with Ruby. Sadly, Ruby did not get through hibernation. But then I wanted to be sure that I had a chance with the challenge. So, what did I end up doing? I bought 2. 1, 2. But this one was at our friend Stefan's for a while. But where is she? Is she gone? No. Is she gone? No. For this one, we're going to do a different approach. So, she is doing really well. She is an Egyptian teardrop with soil inside. She's booming. Yes, she already got this amount of brood when she came. So she already had brood in the tube. But yeah, this is looking way, way better. So thank you, Stefan, for taking good care of her for, what was it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you came over? So, this is a pretty one. Yeah. So, 2 Manica Rubida queens. But these were not 2 out of the 5. How did you get the 10 foil so smooth on a test setup? I didn't do that. I did not do that. Pseudo Colobopsis. Will you show them telecast? Yes. Please take care of my Nova Messer. I will. I will. I won't let them die on me. That's a hard promise. I'll do my best. So these ones, actually, I need to move them into a small setup. The test, the tube is running dry. So I am going to give these girls a nest real soon. It was a gift from Ilias. It is Pseudo Colobopsis. We are not quite sure which it is, but what are you doing for the Viv with the heat wave? My whole room is air conditioned. When are you gonna show the leavies? In a bit. The leaf cutters are annoying me a little bit because the brood in the fungus pot, or the fungus in the fungus pot, is declining. The amount is getting smaller, but the tubes are full. So yeah. Okay. They got a pink smiley. Don't forget, people, we still have the smiley packs, the surprise smiley packs. And I just made a new color. But I can't say the new color yet because that is a special color for Nina Tulu. So she'll have to tell you next week which color it is. Party, party! I also didn't know that it's a thing, but I have a mobile air conditioning unit. So it's just there. That's why it's off now, because it's really right next to where I'm filming. And I'm checking the temperature constantly. It's 27 degrees in here now. So for now, it's fine. You should get a new Fedoli. I recommend Sinca, even cooler Rhea. Well, to be honest, Rhea is a lot like Carabera Diversa. So for now, I'm not getting a new Fedoli. I have still... Yeah, I got the green weavers now. And then there is a few other species that are on my wish list. But at the moment, there's no Fedoli in there. Okay, I am going to move this setup. Okay, we're going to do Rita. And then we're going to do the next... we're going to do Rita, and then we're going to do the next colony, the next new colony. Whoa. Okay. Remember that last week we changed the water tube on Rita? Damn, this one wasn't empty yet, and this one was a new one. It's full empty, and this one's almost empty. But then again, look at this. Whoa, it's even more now. Oh my God. Rita, chill. Keep this up, and yeah, she's gonna need a large nest. An XL. No. So it's not weird that that the double drinker is running a bit low. Luckily, tomorrow the temperature is going to drop. The price for Rhea is quite high. You have a good point there, Sandy. Okay, I am going to move you guys over here, and I'm just gonna give them... Let's do a little test. Because I have, without a label, but I have Ants Vitality from Ants Mania, and I have the juice. We got two smileys. Let's see what they like. This one is going to be the juice. And this one is going to be Ants Vitality. So, of course, remember, holy. Apparently I was too close because there are ants on the bottle. Nice. Why do you put cotton so high in the tube? I don't put them so high in the tube, but when they drink, the cotton goes up in the tube. It's called a vacuum. Damn, that's a lot of workers. Shipping to us when? What do you mean, gaming burrito? Game burrito? Physics, yeah, it's vacuum, so it moves up. I am going to give them 2 new water tubes. USA. I'm shipping to the USA. Well, I am shipping to the USA. Our friend Ebola is from the USA. And he is one of our regulars. Shipping to the US is, it is expensive, but that's something that you have to thank your friend Trump for. It's not much. It's not much I can do about it. Bro is the Ant King. I wouldn't say that. The Coke is victorious. Yeah, they are really going for the juice. The juice, Ebola. The juice. Juice. Stick ants might be cool to add to your collection. What's the Latin name for stick ants? Juice. I love putting gypsum in Outworlds. Yes, there's pros and cons. Dark Coke. Nice. So, 2 completely full tubes. Okay, I'm gonna grab. No, I'm not doing dubious. Holy smokes! But guys, look at the level. How much you already drank. Fill up the eyes as well. Okay. I should switch it up. Could you zoom in on the smiley? Yes, 1 second. Let's see if I can get you from the top. Yeah, okay. The juice is winning. Do you reduce feeding on any ant colonies that get to a large... sometimes, yes. Yes. If it was red and you put it in a smiley eyes, you could make them high. Drowning ants, yeah. That's better. Did you feed non-veg to your ant? What? I don't know what you mean about that with non-veg. See the Traphylaxis going on? So cool. Well, guys, I need to stay hydrated. You need to stay hydrated as well. Don't forget that. Yeah, those gases are just bumping up now. That's the fun thing with Camponotus. If you give them a color, these ants are pretty dark. They're like dark brown. But their gaster is made out of different, how do you call it, different pieces. And when their gasters start to swell up, there's a line in between that's blank. So you can actually see the color in there. Which is also funny is that some of them are so heavy that their gasters are just dragging on the floor. Segments, yeah. Where's the queen? The queen is in the nest. I don't see her at the moment, but there's so much brood. Holy crap. Okay. I also need to give them some food, so I'm going to drop some red runners in there. I try to keep them next to the... Not in the drinkers. These ants are very tidy. Thank you, Soil Gecko. You're going to be high on these sugars for a while. Yeah, it only happens once a week, though. The species is Camponotus sp. They were identified as sold to me as irritants, but I later on was told these are not irritants. The problem is, from a small region, there are 5 or 6 species that look very much alike. So it's very hard to define the exact species. Do your fungus acromyrmex get hurt during this hot weather? No, because my room is air conditioned. But I have another issue with the fungus at the moment. That's not a bad thing. So ant workers are free, no job. Woohoo! Okay. Well, not completely. They're definitely working now. Well, I would say that the juice is winning because that's dropping the fastest. Okay, let's continue our journey. So I'm gonna put these ones back, and then I'm gonna grab, hopefully, the next new queen. Because we are at 2 out of 5 now. So we got the green weavers, and we got the Nophamessa cockerelli from Soil Gecko. Now the question is, am I grabbing another tube or setup, or are we already done? No, we're not done. So, what are the clues? The clues is that there's a little bit of cocoa in there instead of green. So, why you need 2 so big outwards for Gerbera? Well, the rest are because the colony used to be way bigger, and we used the one outworld to make the trails. I know you don't have space, but if you add a third tier, it will stop that diversa scatter. Okay. Oh, let's see if you can identify the queen. She is in the dirtiest part of the tube. I'm sorry. Yes, that is an Aggie over there. Okay, this is bad. I'm sorry for the quality, guys. It's a really, really dirty tube. Any tips on making vivs? Yes, I have a whole video about it. About how I made my vivariums. Odontomachus. Is it? What is it? No? Yes? Turtle hat? And Sadie wins! Denticulata. Yeah, we got another Denti. we gave away the denticulata while I was buying the weavers. I was scrolling through the Ant Merchant shop, saw the denticulata, and I was like, "Oh crap! Yeah, I gotta buy him again." So I'll be honest, this is an investment. I'm going to an exhibition at what was it again? September, October. I constantly forget. It's too far away for me. But I want to show some nice setups there, and maybe even sell some ants in the setup. So I bought a new denticulata because I did really like them. This is a Cephalotus species. Okay. Now, this is denticulata. So, a queen with brood. So that is 2 out of 5 that managed to survive 9 days of shipping in a heat wave. I'm still flabbergasted that it's possible. Okay, let's do the leaf cutters, and then I'm gonna put the Carabera away, and we're gonna grab the Texas bullet ants. So, changing the stand. Which ones died? I didn't say anything died yet. I just said that we are at 3 out of 5. So, we're going to start at this point. And yes, we got fungus in the bottom. In the outworld. Yes, fungus in the outworld. Yes, fungus in the tube. Yes, more fungus in the tubes. I ran out of rose petals, but I also didn't want to put all the greens in that outworld because I don't want them to grow extra fungus there. So I threw it into the rose petal outworld. Rose petals are ordered, are on the way. And what do we have? Of course, more fungus. More fungus. More fungus. Hello, tetra ants. And then they were like, let's make some fungus. Nothing going on, nothing going on. More fungus. And more fungus. And more fungus. Then we go down. Then look at the trash pile. Remember that I emptied it like a month ago? They're almost to the roof. Then, the first fungus pod. You see a little bit of brood in there. But, yeah. It's green. There's a few holes, but it's not empty. That's perfectly fine. And then, we get the brood boom. They are destroying the fungus because there is so much brood. So much brood. Also in this outworld, they are eating all the fungus. So we need to get that bigger outworld ready in the next 2 weeks, so that we can actually start pounding them. Because now I just don't have enough space to feed them. It's bananas. It's really nuts. So, yeah. Lundy doing bad during the heat wave? Nope. Absolutely not. Okay. I am going to move you guys over here for a second. At least I'm trying to. Nice. Okay, now I can actually move the Diversa back in to the Viv. Nice. So this Viv is done. Now I can move the camera back. Sorry. Meow. Excited for the expansion video. Yeah, that's gotta be something. Okay, let's grab the cigar factory. Nice. Let's check out how our friends are doing. Very impressive leaf colony and setup. Thank you. Excited for your expense video. Yes, it's gonna be something. In that, you're gonna have a whole lot of fun. They don't pierce your skin, but you feel it. So, what do you think? Is there gonna be a lot of cigars? Bye, Ants Live. Thank you for joining. Nice. Kapow. There are a lot of new workers. The outworld is getting busy. So I am thinking of making a bigger outworld for these girls as well. The problem is, I don't have space. I can make a huge ass outworld for them. But where am I going to put them? Whoa, okay. I see. Now it's on my side, guys. I think my phone is overheating. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, I am going to switch on my air conditioning unit, so there's going to be some noise. But the temperature is getting too hot. Do you have got the Glyphix? No, I do not. You should make a really long outworld that is like 40 centimeters long. Just make sure to add pillars because it warps. Yeah, I'm not gonna make pillars. I have another idea for that. But yeah, I'm gonna need to have some supports. I really need to cool down my phone. Okay, I need to close the door real quick. Is it getting better? For me, it looks better. Well, the skull also adds more surface that they can walk on and hide in, so. My phone is not enjoying the weather. Okay, I am going to give them some live crickets, so there will be some activity in the outworld. I am live feeding them. If you don't like that kind of content, this is the time to leave. And there we go. Come on. The crickets are hiding. Where were your live feeding, Jubes? I didn't know you did live streaming. Okay, let's grab another box. There's not a lot of them coming out. Come on, guys. One by one, they're dropping in. I'm gonna do my next live 5 p.m. UK time on Friday. Okay, so that's 4 for me. I'll see if I can join Friday afternoon. It's always a busy time with my daughters. So I am going to drop some juice in there. You stream on YouTube? Is the air conditioning noise okay, or is it bad? Cool. I'll leave it on for now then. Okay. Yeah, it's on. I put the fan on low speed. So. Whoa! Look at this, guys. Holy smokes! I prefer it over the usual background noise that I feel in my spine. I assume it's a running. You shouldn't be able to hear the printers now. The door is closed, but that is one of the reasons why I put the music in the background now. I've been stung by one of these. No, I've not been stung by any of my ants yet. Tube sounds really for your first stream. You did really well. If I have the time, I'll check it tomorrow during packing. I'll rewatch it, Jubes. Bye, killing for days. So I actually don't have any fruit flies at the moment, so I am going to try and give them some small red runners. With some juice, of course. Stung by your harps. Okay. So I got a small red runner that I'm just going to put in there. Decapitate it. I really, really love these ants. Lynn, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really love them. And they are doing really well. Look at those colors. Are these like harps? Do they only take live prey? No, they take they have taken pre-killed. So yeah. Antimatters. What's up, Jake? Cool. Okay. Do you think it's time for another new colony? I'm good. We're doing a bet. Well, a bet. I ordered 4 colonies and 1 colony for the soil gecko, so 5 colonies in total last Tuesday, and they were in shipping for 9 days because of a fuck up with the postal service. 9 days during a heat wave. And the question is, how many queens, because, well, there were 2 colonies, but how many queens survived 9 days during a heat wave in shipping? We are now at 3 out of 5 are alive. Green weavers, Novomessa cockerelli, and denticulata. Should I grab another one? Let's see if I can find another one. This is normally a good sign if I grab a nest. That's a lot of small specks in there. What do you think, guys? Any guesses? Diverse. Yes. We bought a Diversa queen. As I said before, I was only looking for green weavers. Somebody left me in control of a PayPal account. So I bought another Diversa. To be honest, it's for extra content. I've never the last Diversa that I had. Well, the other colony came to me as a colony, and I wanted to try it from a queen. So there she is. And yes, those are eggs. No, they are not mites. They are eggs. You can see there's also a few still stuck in her butt. They were shaken around during the shipping. And the problem is that Diversa are actually not good at grabbing their eggs with their large jaws. So they can grab the lump of eggs, but not separate eggs. So the eggs were thrown everywhere during shipping. I am going to move her into a nest. I would put some clay soil in there. They're a bit dumb as well. True. No, I'm gonna put her inside a small teardrop nest with soil. I just didn't have the time yet to do that. So that means 4 out of 5 made it. And then I can also tell you that is it. Because I actually ordered 2 Diversa queens because they were the right price. And one of the Diversa queens, it was 2 separate queens. The other queen did not make it. She arrived twitching and died a few hours later. But I was really stunned that 4 queens made it 9 days in shipping during the heat wave. So a big shout out to the ant merchant, because the colonies were in great shape when they were shipped. They were packed really well. And yeah, as you can see, they are alive. So an end user I know was at a 50 subs, got 2 million views on shorts and got 2K subs. Cool. So this Diversa is hopefully going to give us a nice story. And yeah. Let's continue with the other colonies. Let's start with Messy Barbarous. Check. Poop on a glass? Check. Erratic behavior? Check. Messy Barbarous. Queen running around? Check. Brood going everywhere? Check. Water? Check. Cool. On to the next. Why did the music stop? There we go. My first hop colony got delayed 5 days and the whole colony froze. Damn. Froze under the nest, and we hope that's scatter. Yeah, true, but as soon as I pick up the colony, that's the problem. In the cabinet, they're fine. It's moving them to show them to you guys. That's the problem. Oh, and we have another challenge. Oh no, we don't. Sorry. Yeah, tiny devils, Scutellaris, everywhere. Tiny buggers. And I thought, oh no, there's a problem. No water, no water. Don't worry. Enough water. They are booming. Why are they booming? Tiny devils. Little bastards. Yeah. I want to clean the setup. No clue how I'm going to do that. I might need to put the whole setup in a tub and then just start moving them one by one. Because I shouldn't have put sand in there. Because, yeah, now it's everywhere. It's just a mess. So I'm not even going to try and clean it up, because mites is not a problem because they eat everything. So that's a lucky thing for them. One hour and 40 minutes already. Damn. By the way, Sadie, are you still there? How is your holiday going? And a wood nest. It works. Nobody listens to that. I know. I kind of want to give him a cork nest. Yep. Next. Sadie! Sadie! Queen Sadie! Tubes, don't do all of YouTube at once. Make more videos and drop like one video a week. Prepare several in front and then just release them week after week. Because the most people have the problem that they make a lot of videos in a very short period of time and then they don't have any footage anymore or new ants anymore. So it doesn't work. Just make a few videos and then release them over a period of time. Don't rush it, please. Nah, the cork is fine, Ebola. It's like a small in-house secret that everybody already knows. Did you keep any desert ants like caterpillars or something close? No, not yet. I think I'm gonna do a long form update on my colonies. That's always good. They always work. I also need to do like an update video. Welcome back, Atu. No archery with this weather. So happy with my collection right now. I don't want any more ants. Well, I am gonna watch your live stream to check out what you got. Holy smokes. Nothing was planned this weekend. That all got cancelled. Yeah. What's the next ant species you will buy? Probably honeypods. So let's check out the 5 queen Nicobarensis. And we need to expand this one because they're here. There are a lot of them in here and they are everywhere. So I need to give them a bigger outworld. Oh, I'm sorry, Atu. My condolences. Yeah, that's never a fun thing, of course. So we need to upgrade this colony, give them a bigger outworld. But I think I'm gonna skip a medium outworld and go to a large right away. Or should I still stick with a medium? What do you guys think? Take the small outworld off and place a medium, or go for a large? Because I also need to place a medium nest, because this is just getting too small. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Large, because they will explode. Large outworld. Okay, okay. The people have spoken. Well, something else that I like about a large outworld, if I want to make the setup the same as this later on, this is an old large one, so this only has one connector, but the other one has a second connector here. So I can put a medium here, change this out for a large, and then when the time is right, I can actually put a large nest or an XL nest on this side, and then disconnect these two nests. So yeah. I can't imagine having a constant supply of nests in Outworld. I will get a 3D printer eventually and make my own nest. Well, the only thing I can say about that is go for it, but be original. I never said to anybody, don't do it. No. If you want to make your own stuff, go for it. If you have questions, I'll even help. But most important, be original. Make your own thing. Find something cool. Of course, there's some things that is just hard, like materials. They're always going to be the same. But let's say smiley trace. It's one of my signatures. Yeah. The connectors, one of my signatures. We got one escapee. Where'd you go, you bugger? I already have ideas. Cool. Can't wait to see them. Yeah, that's a thing that's annoying for a lot of people. I mean, I cut for other people, but for you, it's not working. For me to send it to the UK, it's too expensive. So. And Universe and says hello. Hello. Thank you for joining. So let's grab the next colony. Actually, let's grab the flowers. Lasius flavus. I see a lot of workers out. Don't get flavors. They're boring. No, they're not. They're epic. Just look at them. They're everywhere. Always active in the outworld. Let's see if we can clean that a little bit. Most of the times they're still they're hiding in the carcasses. Yep, there's one running in the trash pile right now. Got it. One of my new secret colonies arrived this week is Lasius flavus. I hope I capture them in the garden this year. I hope to film it, capture it. That would be epic. A really underrated species. Hello, Jamie. What's up? Let's check out the nest. As you know, it was a 2-queen colony, but a few weeks ago we found one queen decapitated in the nest. There we go. What is this species? Yes, Lasius flavus. One of the most underrated species. And we got workers. We got larvae. We got eggs, cocoons. Looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna make them a food plate. I was thinking a little bit of orange for our little orange army. No, they're not parasitic. Lasius flavus is an even chiller version of Lasius niger. And normally they live underground, most of the time under grass fields. And then, they just come out every once in a while. But in these setups, they are very active, constantly. An EU species, can't get them here unless you pay a big dollar. Damn, okay. By the way, guys, there was one. What was the video again? Jake, are you still there? Manica Rabida Queen is in the arena the whole time. Manica Rabida be Manica Rabida. They do what they want. Are you still there, Jake? Yeah. Jake, what was the video that you... Was that ant hunting in Devon or something? When you went to Flavus Hill? That was so epic, dude. Should check it out, guys. One of the last videos, up in Dartmoor. That was it. Yeah, check out the Antimatters video on anting on Devon up in Dartmoor, because he goes onto one hill there that's completely filled with flavas. So I really want to go to Flavus Hill right now. But also have, what is it? Lasius neoniger, if I'm correct, right? What am I looking at? Lasius flavus. The first nanidics emerged by Flavus Queen. I wanted to try these species because they are almost always found underground and the colors are beautiful. Yeah, but the funny thing is, now that they are in this setup, they're active the whole day. They're also running around constantly, even though I have a red lid on the nest. Ali Solenopsis? Nope. No Solenopsis. Next up, Monomorium. Oh. How am I supposed to clean this? Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna put another drinker in there. I need to figure something out for this, but it's too hot right now. So I'm just gonna do it the easy way. Do you keep or plan on keeping Limetopen? I've been talking for Limetopen a long time with one of our subscribers called Worm, but I haven't had them yet. No. Well, to be honest, the nests are. I mean, they're not completely full yet. I mean, this one is crowded, but this is not completely full yet. So, yeah, and the corridor is 60% end. That's very true, though. Yeah. Monomorium supacum. Yep. Now I am going to prepare some food for them. Drop some. If I'm gonna drop water in there, it's gonna be even worse to clean up. So I'm gonna skip that. As you guys know, probably I had to freeze my red runners because of grain mites. It's probably one of the best things I ever did. Because now you just thaw up what you need. Or defrost. And they are so easy. They're not twitchy anymore. You need an ant magnet. A drop or two in the trash corner. Well, they have a new full drinker there, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, you can freeze your mealworms. Have you tried fried fish flakes for protein? Nope. No. I usually stick with crickets and red rhinos. And dubias. Can see some dubia pieces in the back. You want to stick the trash together, easier clean up. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So now it's gonna be a sticky mess and then get glued everywhere. Grasshopper any good? Sure. Do watch out, by the way, with bigger crickets and bigger grasshoppers. They can actually bite really well and grab your ants as well. So it's best to pre-kill them. Okay, we have one more colony to go. And that's a Tetranatus. Wow. The Tetranators are really going for it again. can still see a mouse skull. I gave them a pinky. I saw that I still had a few in the freezer, so I just gave a few to these girls because they eat anything. Let's see how many we're gonna get in there. It's just so cool how they're just popping up everywhere. Bloop, 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 bloop. The nests are filling up really well. I'll show you in a second. What's the recipe for the juice? Stefan is going to announce that on the Discord server. It's different kinds of sugars this time. The last time it was all kinds of fruits and salted water, but this time it is different sugars. And he actually gave me a couple of bottles. I'm really happy with that because the ants love it. It's all natural. Just look how many are eating at the moment. I am going to drop some red runners in there. Yes, this setup is messy, but I need to upgrade. Anyways, I already have an orange large outworld printed, but it's not going to be in the same spot anymore, so I have to see what I'm going to do with the Tetra tunnel, because I had to make space for the weaver setup. So we have to move the Tetras around a little bit. But it's going to be fine. They're going to get an epic space again, because I want to get them huge again. Did you abandon the third Viv? No, I don't have time. I need to do a lot of remodeling in the end room for the third Viv, because I want to make a special Viv in one corner, but it's gonna be, I have to build it myself, and I just don't have the time for it. So first I have to take out a cabinet, then I have to paint the walls and everything. Then I have to build that Viv, and then I can also expand the leaf cutter setup. So yeah, let's check out the colony. One medium nest filled. But then look at the large. So much brood in there. Hello, Jan. What's up? Still really happy with this colony. They're doing great again, which is really important, of course. I was able to make quite a few split offs already, but now I would really love for them to grow again. That. What do you like, more aggressive or calm and cautious ant species? Oh, that really depends. Really, it depends. They don't need to be aggressive. They need to look good. That's why I really like the Metallicas. That's why I really like the Flavors, the Vagas. Make the Tetranators great again. Yeah. Well, they are thirsty though. They're just climbing on top of each other. Epic. Well, guys, that's it for this week. Yeah. So hopefully next week I have my my weaver setup finished. I've been working on it for 3 days straight now. For tomorrow, I have a ton of orders, so I don't have a lot of time tomorrow, but I do have to hurry because my daughters have 1 week of school, and then we're done. I just got an order. Please hurry. Send as soon as possible. My ants are escaping. That's cool. It's a stock item, so should be ready to go real soon. Okay. Let's turn the camera around. Wow, so warm. Okay. Of course, thank you all for joining. Martin, Ebola, thank you for helping out with the chat again. Tubes, I'm going to check out your live stream. Everybody else, thank you all for joining. Don't forget to check out Antimatter's video on the Flavazoo. Hi, Lindsay. We're just ending, so you can just rewatch it. Yeah, Atu. Again, I hope you're doing well, mate. Thanks, Adam. By the way, guys, check out Adam's new nest solution. The connector is looking good, dude. So, you have a test tomorrow. Well, good luck with your test, Lindsay. Okay, cool. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you next time at the Crafting App.